Good morning students. Welcome to online classes. This is Kesar Bhavi, handling mathematics from Abdevi College. So today we are going to study vector algebra for PUC second year students it is. So as in the previous class we studied a few examples related to vector algebra in which we just had solved a few simple examples regarding scalar product, dot product. Okay, vector product is not yet been started. That we will going to deal in the next. Okay. So now few more examples. Let us try. So here I have just collected only this part was collected. Okay. So this question we are going to solve it now. Check it here. The question says find magnitude A, magnitude B if condition is one condition and two conditions. So two conditions are given. This is first and that one is second. So what do we do? We will consider the given statement. Is it A plus B dot A minus B is equal to 8. This is given. Given statement it is. Is it? Okay. What to do? If it is dot product, as you know, A plus B, A minus B, A square minus B square we used to write now the same way, but you have to put it in the modulus expression because it's a magnitude. Am I right? Now what we have to do? We have to make the use of second condition. What is this second condition? Let us continue. So this A, magnitude A the square, no? Here we are going to replace this term using second equation, that second condition. So what is given? Magnitude A is equal to 8 magnitude B. So here what I will write? 8 magnitude B I will put, because of this square I need to square the expression. Minus, is it correct? Okay, square I have to put now, right? So on squaring, 8 the square, it is equal to 64 magnitude B square minus magnitude B the square is equal to 8. Now what will you do? 64 minus 1, is it 63 magnitude B the square? Because B square you can get it common. 64 minus 1 is 63 is equal to 8. Magnitude B the square is equal to 8 by 63. Am I right? Now only the magnitude B is required. What is the difference here? Here it is with the square and the result is 8 by 63. If I put like this, it will be magnitude B, modulus B, length B. Okay, so this is our answer. If you separate, no, you will be finding root 8 as 2 root 2 divided by root 63. This is also true. Okay, so 1B the vector length is obtained. What was the question? B and A both you have to obtain. So B is obtained now. What is A? What about A? A is given. With the second condition, you can just find out using second condition. You can find out what? Vector A. Am I right? So vector A is equal to magnitude. Length of vector A is equal to 8 into length of what? Vector B. Vector B the length, either you take this one or this one, it is your choice. I will be taking 2 root 2 divided by root 63 and the answer happens to be 8 into 2. 16 root 2 divided by root 63. So these are the answers. What is length of vector A? 16 root 2 by root 63. Length of vector B 2 root 2 by root 63. I hope you understood. Check with this. A plus B dot A minus B, it will be A square minus B square, but it will write in modulus expression, that will be the algebra, the notation. Understood? Okay. Next we will go to the next question. Find magnitude x if for a unit vector a, for a unit vector a, x minus a, x plus a is equal to 12. This is very simple. What to be done? As you know, dot product. A minus b, a plus b here. How was this now? The same way, x minus a, x minus b, x minus a, x plus a is x square minus a square. But write it in a proper manner like this. It should be in the magnitude expression. Okay, on solving this statement at the LHS, what are we having the expression? On solving that, we got it. Equal to 12 as it is to be carried toward the simplification. Next, what are they saying? Given. What I will do, I will write here. Given A is a unit vector. Unit vector means what? Length will be unit, no? 1 unit. So, modulus or magnitude length A is equal to 1. This we have to use it here. What are we going to get? Square minus 1 the square is equal to 12. Length x square is equal to, this is 1 minus 1 taken this side plus 1. 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. So, magnitude x square is equal to 13 means only the magnitude x is equal to what? Root 13. That's it. Is it? Check. What is the question? Find magnitude x. This is what the answer we are getting for magnitude x. Am I right? Got the point? So both the questions are similar. Check with this. Dot product. Usual multiplication you are performing, no? The same way. A plus b, a minus b. A square minus b square with the magnitude expression. And here x minus a, x plus a. X square minus a square with the magnitude expression. Equal to 12 and the algebraic expression it is. You can get it solved and the answer happens to be mod x or magnitude x, length x is equal to root 13. Okay. Next, the question is, so this is very objective kind, but you must be knowing, this is also very important. If a dot a equal to 0, okay, two vectors are there and dot product of those two vectors are there or one vector is there? Tell me. Only one vector. Dot product of this vector with the same vector, it will be giving 0. Okay. A dot b, that is also equal to 0. Then what can be concluded about the vector b? What is given? A dot a is equal to 0. Right? And one more is also given. The information, what is that? A dot b equal to 0. So using this, what can be the vector b? This is the question. What is the value or the vector expression for b? As you know students, a dot a equal to 0, a dot b equal to 0 means a will be the 0 vector, no? A will be the 0 vector by this statement. See, 0 into 0, 0 into 1 that is equal to 0, 0 into 2, 0 because a will be 0. Is it? So from this statement, what can you trace? For the vector a, here you can say from this information, vector a is equal to 0. Am I right? If it is 0, then substitute the vector a value here 0. If I take b equal to 1, I am just making you understand with the value, but the vector form it should be. It can be any vector, say equal to 0. 0 into anything. Is it? Anything, it will be turned into 0. So here what I mean to say is, b, the vector can be any vector. Yes or no? If you put 1i plus 2j minus 3k, that into 0 equal vector is there, then also 0 into that vector will be 0. You take any vector, the result it happens to be 0. So B vector can be any vector. Next question. Is this visible? If either vector A equal to 0 or B equal to 0, then A dot B equal to 0. But converse is not true. Is not true. This is what you have to prove. Okay? If either A equal to 0, B equal to 0. See, what are they saying, you know? A dot B equal to 0. This means what? Either A equal to 0 or B equal to 0. 0 vector. B equal to 0. 0 vector means what? Do you remember the definition of 0 vector? 0 vector means magnitude will be 0, length will be 0, but the direction is arbitrary. Arbitrary means takes any direction. Okay? So A dot B will be 0. If A equal to 0 and B equal to 0. But converse is not true. Converse is not true means, let me give you two such vectors which are not 0 vectors, but the dot product will be 0. For example, A is equal to, you can construct any kind of vector. Result it should be 0, the dot product result. 2I plus 2j minus 4k. Okay. Next I will be taking the vector B as 2I plus 0j plus 1k. Is this right? Okay. Let us check whether the vector what we framed are going to give the dot product as 0 or not. Okay. A dot B. So shall we go by the simple method? So what we have to do actually, A the vector here you have to write dot, B the vector here you have to put. So what is vector A? 2I, 2j minus 4k it is. Next is 2I plus 0j plus 1k. Okay, let us check. Dot product means I to I, j to j, k to k. The multiplication you need to perform. So 2 into 2, this will be 4. 2 into 0 will be 0. Is it right? Next, minus 4 into plus 1. That is minus 4. Check with this result. 4 minus 4. Is it not going to give 0? So, what the conclusion you draw here? A dot B equal to 0. A dot B equal to 0. That doesn't mean A will be 0, B will be 0. Is it not? A is non-zero vector. See? A is a non-zero vector. B is a non-zero vector. But the dot product of two non-zero vectors turn to 0 vector. It means what? The converse is not true. Which is true? Either A equal to 0, B equal to 0, then A dot B equal to 0. It means what? What is the true statement? Which is true? If A equal to 0 or B equal to 0, then A dot B equal to 0 it will be. Okay? But converse is not true. Converse is what? If A dot B equal to 0 means A equal to 0, B equal to 0. This is what the converse is. But what are we saying? Converse is not true. Not true means this is not going to happen. Because we just checked with this. If A dot B equal to 0, see A dot B. We got it as 0. But what does it mean? A equal to 0, B equal to 0. According to this statement, it should be A equal to 0 and B equal to 0. But are we getting A and B as non-zero vectors? These are non-zero vectors, no? I, J, K, the components are existing with the non-zero coefficients. Is it? So A is non-zero vector, B is a non-zero vector. So it is not true. If the statement is dot product equal to 0 means it does not mean that A is equal to 0 or B equal to 0. It can be any other vector also. Got it? Okay. So these are the questions here. We have to understand regarding what? Dot product properties. So the next question is, show that the points A, B, C are collinear. What do you mean by points being collinear? I told you, all the points will be falling on the same vector. Or else you can make 3 vectors. This is vector A, vector B, vector C falls on the same line. Collinear line. Collinear. Linear means line. Now what we have to find out, you know? A. With these 3 points A, B, C, you are going to find AB, BC and AC. So what is vector AB, BC and AC? This is what you are going to find out now. So now what I will do? I will first find out AB. Is it necessary to write A is equal to I, J, K the component? So if that is the case, no, I will write here A as OA, position vector, 1, 2, 7, 1I, 2J, 7K. Okay. Next OB, 2, 6, 3, attach I, J, K, notation, signs. OC, 3, 10, minus 1, I, J, K. Okay. So what is the thing needed here? AB. AB means OB minus OA. I will put it. OB minus OA. So components 2 minus 1, that is 1I. 6 minus 2, 4J. 3 minus 7, minus 4K. Am I right? Minus 4K. Is it minus 4K or not? 3 minus 7. Okay. Next, BC I will be finding. So BC is nothing but OC minus OB. First we will check for this length. Afterwards I will make you understand how can we prove that the points are collinear. Okay. OC minus OB. Okay. 3 minus 2. That is 1I. Or else only I you write. That is also true. Plus 10 minus 6. 4J. Am I right? Minus 1, minus 3, minus 4K. Okay? BC, OC minus OB. Then what we'll do? We'll write CA, the expression. CA is equal to OA minus OC. Am I right? Okay. OA minus OC means 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 means what? Minus 2I. 2 minus 10 means what? Minus 8J. Is this right? 2 minus 8, 10. That is minus 8. 7 minus of minus 1. Because OA minus OC, you know. 7 minus of minus 1 is plus 8K. With the notation, these are the things. Now, after this, what you have to find out? Length you have to find out. So, with the length, you will understand whether the points are collinear or not. Okay. If 2 vectors are given, then the points are collinear to show that what was the theory we just had seen in the previous class. A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2, the results must be same. Is it not? The same way here, 3 points are given. So, you have to check by this method. AB. AB is this thing. Okay. Magnitude root its square 1 the square 1, 4 the square 16, 4 the square 16, root 33. Next, mod BC, magnitude, length BC, 1 the square 1, 4 the square 16, minus 4 the square 16, this is also root 33, this is 3, okay, root 33. Next, CA, length, minus 2 the square, is it plus 4 or minus 4? Plus 4. Minus 8 the square, this will be like minus 8 the bracket square, minus the square is plus, 8 the square is 64, plus 64, and this one with the sign, it becomes plus 64, okay, 64 plus 64, is it 128, 128 and 4, is it 132, okay, 128 plus 4, yes, that is 132, am I right? Okay, next, 132, no, you just try to make it in shortest, reduced form, okay, how can it be reduced further, you just take it here, can we write 132 as 4 into 33, let us check, okay, 4 3s are 12, 4 3s are 12 plus 1 is 30, okay, this is fine. Then what we do, we will distribute this root 2 both the elements. Root 4, I will write here, okay, root 4 and root 33. What is root 4? Root 4 is 2, am I right? This is 2. And root 33. So this is what the answer is. Now how are you going to conclude whether these points are collinear or not? Check with this. AB, root 33. BC, root 33. CA, 2 root 33. Can we write, check it here, AB plus BC is equal to CA. Check. AB, that is root 33, BC, root 33 is equal to root 33 plus 2, root 33 is 2 root 33. Is it equal to CA, the expression? Then, if this condition holds good, means what are we going to conclude? Point A, B, C are collinear. Is this clear, everybody? Point A, B, C are collinear. Which condition is to be satisfied? AB plus BC equal to CA. It can be like AB plus AC is equal to BC. It can be like BC plus CA is equal to AB. Sum of the two sides, any two sides, it should be equal to the sum of the one more side, not sum. Sum of any two sides, it should be equal to the length of the remaining side. Okay, this is how we are going to prove the 3 points are collinear. Let us check with this again. Collision vector, find AB, BC, CA, its length, and think how can it be related. Okay, we have show that the question is show that, prove that means some relation will be there, that you have to think of. If it is to check verify, it may not be satisfying such equation. In that case also you have to think of which condition, whether this holds good or won't holds good, that you have to check. If the condition, which condition, sum of two sides equal to the length of the remaining side, then points are collinear, otherwise not collinear. Got it? Okay. Okay, checking for the next question. What is this? Prove that A plus B, A minus B vectors are perpendicular to each other given A and B. Two vectors are given. Am I right? What you have to show? These two vectors are perpendicular to each other. It can be in any line. Angle So in this case what we say? Perpendicular, mutually perpendicular to each other, is it not? Okay. So which is one vector? A plus B. A plus B, this is one vector. If you check, this is like A plus B. And one more, what are they saying? A minus B. A minus B. Here, A plus B, A minus B. Same. Okay. Two lines are perpendicular, usually perpendicular to each other. Okay, in this case what you must be knowing, dot product is equal to 0. If you say dot product is equal to 0, then you are almost proving that the given two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Okay, dot product of which two vectors, which are they saying? No, those two. So first one A plus B, second one A minus B. Am I right? So this is to be proved. To prove, if we prove this statement, then we can say the vectors, two vectors are perpendicular to each other, right? Okay. A plus B. A plus B means, can I solve it directly here? If this is A, this is B, adding these two, you will be finding one vector A plus B. 5 plus 1. 6 minus 1 plus 3 plus 2 minus 3 plus minus 1 plus 3 is plus 2. Okay, minus 3 minus 5, we are adding. Okay, minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8. So I, J, K, the terms will be attaching here. This will be the vector. Which is the vector? A plus B, the vector is. Dot. Let me consider LHS. I will not put equal to 0 now itself. That is what we have to prove. To prove. So LHS, only this one I have considered. A minus B. A minus B. 5 minus 1. This is 4. Minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. Minus 3 minus of minus 5, that is plus 5. Minus 3 plus 5 is plus 2. I, J, K. Okay. Since the dot product, you are already aware of what to be done? The combination I, J and only the K. I, J, I, K, it will not exist. It goes to 0. Okay. 6 into 4. 24, 2 into minus 4, minus 8, minus 8 into plus 2, 8 2s are 16 with minus sign. Okay, is it not 0? Tell me, this is minus 24, this one is plus 24, everything cancels and what you will find? Equal to 0, which is equal to RHS. Hence we can say, we can conclude that two vectors are perpendicular. This line is perpendicular to second line is perpendicular to first line. Vice versa, usually perpendicular to each other, you can say. Which two? That you have to mention. A plus B and A minus B. Write in a proper manner, put arrow mark above the expressions so that we can check, we can take those as vectors. Is this clear, everybody? Perpendicular. Between the lines, angle should be 90 degree. Okay. Now, very simple question we are trying about here. Represent graphically a displacement of few questions are there, 3 questions. So, you have to make the graphical representation here. Okay. Next question. This is finished. Proved. Next question is representing this graphically. What I will do, I will just make x axis and y axis. Kilometers 30° east of north. Okay, what are the directions? You may be knowing: north, south, east, west. East of north. So first north we check. How to consider, east of north. From north going towards east, making degree 30 for up to 40 kilometer distance. Okay, let me repeat. From north going towards east at 30° angle, around about distance 40 kilometers. Okay, so from north to east means this one, and the direction this one, understood? 30° means randomly you can just make 30, 30 and 90. Okay, here I will be putting. Let me use a different color marker. That will be better. Okay. North to east. Let me make the direction, give the direction. North to east. 30°. And 40 kilometers. How can you just mention this one? Using the scale. Scale means how are we going to write, we just mark like this. This is 10 kilometers. This much distance on the line, it gives 10 kilometers. So this is our reading. You can just take the reading according to your convenience, no issues. Okay. So 40 kilometers. I will take this much distance, 1 centimeter like from this 1, 2, 3, 4. Say 10 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 10 and 10 together 40. Am I right? So this is how you have to make a graphical representation of given information. Okay. Next, 30 kilometer. First, directions: north, south, east and west. Okay. Next, here south to east. Here it was north to east. Here south to east. Okay, south to east, this direction. How much angle? 30°. Okay, 30° means, let me make 30° angle notation here. Randomly I am taking south to east. So south to east, arrow mark. 30°. Is this clear? Next, 30 kilometers. Again you have to put a scale. Graph means scale is required. The distance is equal to 10 kilometers. Okay, you can take 5 kilometers or 6 kilometers. It is your choice. So the distance, 1 distance, 2 and 3, put the arrow. Direction it is, okay. So this is 10, 10, 10. It is not necessary to write. I am just making you understand. So it is of 30 kilometer distance. So this is how we can use scale and mention over there. Is this clear? Okay. Now the last thing. 20 kilometers, 40° south of east. So from east to south it should be. Okay. Directions. Very simple it is. North, south, east, west. East to south. East to south. Okay. At 40°. So this is like 30°, 10° is where you can make a random measurement. It is should not be 45. 90, half is 45. So east to south. East to south. Direction 40°. Okay. Scale 20 kilometers they are saying, no? So scale 1 centimeter, you can take this as 10 kilometers. Let me mark 1 and 2. So this is 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers together it is of 20 kilometers. Got it? So off means east to south, east from south to east, north to east, like that it is. Okay? Check it here. Now we are going to study some theorem which is called Schwarz inequality. What is this? Schwarz inequality. So the thing here, Schwarz inequality means always magnitude of A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude A and magnitude B. So this is we are going to prove. As we know that, what do we know? Cos theta is equal to A dot B by mod A mod B. So this is already we tried in the previous class. Angle between the two vectors. Do you remember? Angle between the two vectors is given by cos theta is equal to A dot B upon magnitude A, magnitude B. Okay. Next, check it here. What we will take? Cos theta is minus and plus 1. Cos theta is always greater than or equal to minus 1 and less than or equal to plus 1. This is known. So here with this information, what I will take? I will just consider half of the statement. We know this. Again we know that. Okay, this is one information. This is one more information of the trigonometric ratios. So cos theta always it takes maximum plus 1, minimum minus 1. Minimum minus 1. 0, it lies in the range minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, cos theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is this one. We will replace that cos theta by magnitude AB over magnitude A, magnitude B. Please put the arrow mark there above the expressions. This is fine. I told you, even if you put a simple line, that is also understood. Is less than or equal to 1, plus 1 or only 1, that is the same way. Am I right? Okay. Now what we will do? We will shift this denominator to the numerator of the RHS. Okay. We will shift this to the RHS. That's it. Magnitude A dot B 1 into magnitude A, magnitude B, and in between the relation as it is. Check. This is what we are supposed to prove. Am I right? Magnitude A dot B less than or equal to magnitude A, magnitude B. Hence it is proved. Hence it is proved. So this inequality is said to be what? Schwarz inequality. Please do remember, magnitude dot product is always less than or equal to magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Okay. I think this is sufficient for today. We will be continuing in the